You never try to leave my side, but all you ever told was lies. I can face the demons on
Hey,
my
Yekcir.
own. I'm made of stardust, I'm blowing away. Who knew?
We are going to become gods. Period. If you don't like it, get off. You don't have to contribute. You don't have to participate. But if you're going to interfere with me becoming God.
We are shifting to a transhuman base. We've come out of a humanist time, and now we're redefining what it is to be human.
Whether we like it or not, we're becoming cyborgs. We're becoming transhumans.
We have the opportunity now to try to do things better than nature has done.
Why not have a stronger arm than we have? Why not be able to run faster? Why not be able to have tougher skins?
If you're going to replace your eye for vision, why limit it to visual? Why not give it the kind of vision a bat has? Give it ultrasound.
Could you imagine a Versace body design? Can you imagine a Terry Mugler body design? These individuals, the late Versace was an incredible designer. What if he was a transhuman? What if he was an artist who really wanted to combine art and science? I bet his designs for a future body would be astounding.
An ancient occult legend that tells the story of a continent somewhere in the North Atlantic. There lived a race of super beings who had fallen from grace through evil and vice. The land was called Atlantis. A great flood wiped these beings off the face of the earth. But before they could all be destroyed, certain priests escaped by boat, eventually finding their way to India and the high peaks of Tibet. These escaped priests, believed by mystics to be the original race of Aryan godmen, who were said to be the ancestors of all European people. Certain German mystics claimed the Atlantis myth was actual history. Their proof that Aryans were the chosen people, descended from the super beings of Atlantis, and that they had lost their powers by mating with mere mortals. Heinrich Himmler, head of the SS, funded many expeditions to Tibet, searching for evidence of their ancestors. In 1946, in a post-war interrogation by the U.S. Army, the SS scientist who led one of the Tibetan expeditions described his first meeting with Himmler. He said, Himmler mentioned his belief that the Nordic race did not evolve, but came directly down from heaven to settle on the Atlantic continent, and that ancient immigrants from Atlantis had founded a great civilization in Central Asia. In Tibet, villagers were subjected to full-body inspections by Nazi researchers, looking for what the party called Aryan physical traits. They believed that once they had proven that their ancestors were gods, it would be a simple step to recreate this race of Aryan godmen.
One of the reasons the Germans were so focused on the master race, because some of these groups that were coming out from underground and presenting themselves to them as their forefathers were a lot of times blonde hair, blue-eyed, and very Caucasian master race looking. The master race that was depicted by these groups during that late World War I, World War II era, they had very much that look about them.
The Nazis believed that they descended from Atlantean white supermen, and they believed that they'd lost their powers. The Nazis believed that they devolved through dark races mixing with their Atlantean blood. So they were attempting to purify themselves again to get back to the original state, the Nazi God-man.
In the eyes of many Nazis, Atlantis was the mythical homeland of the Aryan race. They thought that they would be tall, blonde-haired, blue-eyed.
The Aryans, a mythical and superior race, had invented everything of value in human history, from agriculture to architecture, the creation of theater, and fine art. This great Aryan culture came to life thousands of years ago, an island continent they believed existed in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. To find a trace of these ancestors, the Nazis trained their sights on the Canary Islands, off the coast of Africa.
They saw this as being sort of the southern edge of this sort of mythical Atlantean continent. And they also were really kind of focused on accounts of mummies that had been found on the Canary Islands that had kind of blonde hair.
The mummies had been examined. They claimed the blonde-haired mummies were proof that Atlanteans had once lived on the Canary Islands. And most importantly, they were Aryans. Now that they had proof of an Atlantean fatherland, the Nazi scientists concocted an even more bizarre theory to explain its destruction and disappearance. It was called the world ice theory. As the ice melted, these massive glaciers receded. Atlantis was simply scrubbed away, buried under the water. But what happened to the people?
The inhabitants of Atlantis, according to this theory, then fled to various areas that were thought to be safe refuges. They would flee to Tibet, they would flee to the Bolivian Andes.
An ancient occult legend that tells the story of a continent somewhere in the North Atlantic. There lived a race of super beings who had fallen from grace through evil and vice. The land was called Atlantis. A great flood wiped these beings off the face of the earth. But before they could all be destroyed, certain priests escaped by boat. These escaped priests, believed by mystics to be the original race of Aryan godmen, who were said to be the ancestors of all Indian and European people, descended from the super beings of Atlantis, and that they had lost their powers by mating with mere mortals. The Nordic race did not evolve, but came directly down from heaven to settle on the Atlantic continent. Ancient immigrants from Atlantis had founded a great civilization
in the high Himalayas. Here, survivors of the last cosmic catastrophe
Yeshayahu, Isaiah 14, 20-22. As a garment defiled with blood shall not be pure, so neither shall you be pure. Because you have destroyed my land and have slain my people, you shall not endure forever, You are an evil seed. Prepare your children to be slain for the sins of their father, that they arise not and inherit the earth, nor fill the earth with wars. And I will rise up against them, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth, and I will destroy their name and remnant and seed, thus saith Yahuwah.
But because white people are so tolerant, so far all we've done is demos, but that will come to an end, and I assure you. And we don't involve ourselves in gratuitous violence and terrorism. We're white people. We desolate continents, we wipe out civilizations, and we start world wars. So far we've been tolerant, but you wait until that tolerance is gone, when the Anglo-Saxon no longer wishes to tolerate the rape, robbing and extortion and theft of our identity.
Better be more detailed than that. I could have told you that, kind of.
Okay.
Oh my god, so I'm 75.8% Europe.
European? You're 75% European.
You married a bare white girl, bro. And then 12.7% Africa.
So we're in Africa.
North Africa, that's Egypt.
North Africa, West Africa, Nigeria.
So Europe is North and West Europe, and then South Europe, which is Iberian Greek, and then Ashkenazi Jewish, 1%. 1%. What's the Ashkenaz? Then it says 11.5% Middle East. But it doesn't say like where in the Middle East. So. Oh, here we go. Many people from the North African region known as the Maghreb, which encompasses modern day Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya. Oh, no, Egypt then.
What?
It doesn't say Egypt there.
Egypt's in North Africa. Well, we knew Dina was Egyptian. We already knew.
I'm not even Egyptian.
Do you know what I
need to break this to Baba. I need to call my dad up right now.
Oh, he's good, man.
Baba! He calls me 24/7. No, he's not going to answer.
Maybe he's got no reception.
You've called isn't available at the moment.
Alright, forget that. I'm just going to answer.
So they can get back to you. Just speak after the tone.
Baba, I'm not Egyptian. I'm 78% European, and then I'm only 11% Middle Eastern, and they don't even say it's Egypt. Can you believe it? Mafish Masr, Mafish Turkey. We're not Egyptian, bro.
Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my video on 10 reasons why I think women should have sex with dogs. Reason number 1, women in history have practiced it. There have been documented cases of ancient Romans and Greeks practicing it for pleasure. Reason number 2, dogs' tongues can get in very hard to reach places and they can feel amazing. Reason number 3, you cannot get pregnant. It is impossible for a dog to impregnate a human, meaning you can have sex 24/7 risk-free. Reason number 4, you cannot get an STD, which is a huge thing nowadays. If you're allergic to dog sperm, that's the only way it can harm you. There was actually a case in where was that? I think it was in Europe, of a woman dying from an allergic reaction. So that's just pretty much the only thing that can harm you, is if you're allergic to dog sperm. Reason number 5, it has been around since the beginning of time. There have been cave paintings of it since 2000 BC. So it's been around a while.
Oh yeah, y'all was getting it popping in them caves, wasn't you?
Reason number 6, it's legal in some countries and states, so you can enjoy it. Will you stop biting on my skirt? It is, okay, where was I? I think I was on 6. Yeah, it is legal in some countries and states, so you can enjoy it pretty much without worry, other than judgmental people and religious people. Pretty much all you have to worry about. Reason number 7, some people like to think of it as a kink. You are fully submissive to a wolf or canine. Some people like to think of it like that. It's something that most people wouldn't do. So some people like to think of it like that. Reason number 8, it's convenient. You don't have to, they're thinking the dog just right there. You don't have to, you don't have to go out to find, it's right there in front of you, it's around you, right there, the bathroom. Reason number 9, they don't nag or complain. They are silent companions. Are you a silent companion? Yeah. 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 They are. They're good. Reason number 10, they are easy to train. He is. It's not hard to teach your dog phrases, words, or show them certain objects to initiate sex. This protects you from your dog humping you in front of your family, your friends. Yeah. There's my 10 reasons. Oh, Jesus.
Just refuse to publish any facts of African history that don't go along with our racial theories.
We need to create a religious and a scientific doctrine so that African slavery won't appear that bad after all.
What we need to do is flood the world with new African histories that contain our European perspectives only.
Start renaming people and places. Replace African names with Arabic and European names. This will disguise their true black identity.
Let's change the criteria for defining race. For example, 1 drop of Negro blood in America makes you a Negro, no matter how light the skin.
Yes, and when reporting ancient African history, reverse the standard. No matter how dark the skin, woolly the hair, or thick the lips, you don't have to be a Negro.
When black contribution to civilization is too obvious, let's find a way to attribute it to outside white.
When all the ancient historians contradict your theory.
From the aisle over here.
It's
a horrible toy. It's horrible. You need to know Jesus. You know Jesus? You need to know Jesus. I think you want to play with darkness, do you? Jesus said, come into the light. It's not just a toy, and you know it. Light shines in the darkness. Let the light shine in your heart.
It's just a toy.
Take it.
I don't take things from strangers, man. You can have this back.
Good, then go to hell. For me to give you this to you. Just take it.
Oh, nah,
you
give
sure?
it back to her. You told me to go to hell.
So the way...
Good afternoon. This is Rudolf from Germany. I am addressing today specifically Afro-American people. I might be probably the first white man, Aryan German man, who is admitting something to you. I took a long time to think about this video which I'm showing you, a very short one, about the white race. Many of you dark-skinned people, in America mainly, have had a suspicion for a very long time. White people are not really human. And this suspicion has been around for a long, long time. And like any suspicion which is around for a long, long time, there is a little bit of truth to it. I want to admit today to you that white people originating from Northern Europe are called not aliens, they are called Aryans. Sorry about that. My brain don't function so well today. These white people are not really human from this earth like black people are, Indian people are, Asian people are. Yes, they are all humans. We white people are actually a minority, and we are, let's face the truth, also called the tall whites. Not all of them are Not all of us are tall, not all of us are completely white, but in general, that's what it is. And as some of you may know, the tall whites are not really earthly human, but we're coming out of space, out of another galaxy. We are not human as the rest of the human race. We came here from another star.
Pause. Let's pause for a moment, please. So he mentioned the suspicion that black people have had about white people. The suspicion that there is something off. And it's a very valid suspicion, by the way, that came about as a result of us watching them. When you look at the activities for the last 500 years, and you look at the activities today, and you put it on a scale, can we go crazy with the scale? Please, let's go crazy with the scale. We're going 0 to 5,000. Let's find out how heinous and inhumane they've been. Guys, the scale is broken. It looks like we would be needing a bigger scale. The phrase, "they don't have souls," is a very common phrase that I have seen Asians, Native Americans, black people say. But here this man comes along and he is saying, oh, it's not a matter of being soulless. We are not even from this galaxy. We are aliens. That's what this man is saying. So basically, what this man is saying is that we are dealing with an alien invasion. What I want to know now is, how does their residential address in the Caucasus Mountains fit with this alien theory?
We white people, in order to control the world, we white people all have a secret code, a secret language under each other. We know, no matter how nice we pretend to be, we all stick together in order to control the other races, particularly the black race. And I am feeling so bad about it by now that I had to speak out here on this video and admit it. White people are not human. White people, including myself, all stick together, know the truth, which they do not want to admit to you. White people are out of space. We come from another galaxy. We all know our home planet, which we don't want to reveal because we don't want to be attacked. And we have no good intention with you. We do not want to share our wealth with you.
No. This is where you lose me. When you say you guys don't have good intentions for us, oh, trust me, we've known that for a very long time now. That's something that even the blind can see. And when you say you guys pretend to be nice people, oh, trust, we know. You guys are like chameleons, but we see right through your camouflage. But when you come and say you guys don't want to share your wealth, which wealth? Which wealth do you people have? Because you guys literally destroyed this world and the order that we had going because you wanted to steal everybody's wealth. 500 years ago, you guys had nothing. And what you have today, you did not get in a morally upright manner. They have been taking and taking and taking from everybody, by force, might I add. But here he is talking about their wealth. Oga Parkwell, Joe.
We do not want to share our knowledge with you.
Which knowledge now? I beg. Not be these people them teach how to bath and how to do agriculture. These people that they want to even conquer the world, they did not even use their own weapon. They went to China. China had guns and gunpowder for, a very long time. They did not go and destroy the entire world. But these people went and they used other people's weapon to do it. This man is talking about how they came from another planet, but you guys did not come with weapon. Me, I don't even understand this gist that this man is gisting somebody's self. Which knowledge? I beg. Somebody, let me know down below in the comment. Which knowledge?
You have been mistreated hundreds of years ago, and this is very, very bad. And your chances in life, to the most of you, many of you have no chance in life. You can sit and wait for work on a corner with your other friends, and work will never arrive to you. It's very, very hard, I know. And we rich people, we white people, we alien people, don't want to share what we have with you, so you have a good time. This is my testimony in public. White people are from another planet. We white people all know it, and I want to apologize for everything what happened through our bad behavior to you. This is your Rudolph. Have a nice day.
Okay, that is nice. Thank you very much for sharing. So when are you people going back? That's the one me I want to know. That's where my own sentiment lies. When are you people going back to where you people came from? You've said now that and established that you people are not from here. So when are you people leaving so we can finally have peace and some order? You guys want to dominate, you have dominated. You want to rule the world, you have ruled. Your goals, aims, objectives, you guys have accomplished it all. You say you guys are not from this planet, you guys are aliens. So this world is not you people's home. You guys are just passing through.
This world is not my home. I'm just a passing through.
Yeah, that song hits differently now. You guys have literally passed through everything and everywhere in our home. So when are you people leaving? Because unlike you, this is the only home we've got.
My God. So someone asked if I could do a video on Neanderthals. And I think I already did this video like twice already in the past, but I'll just do it again. Alright, so as y'all should know, scientists have found a new DNA called the Neanderthal DNA. And them finding out this DNA just proved that the stories of the Bible are actually true. See, if y'all have read the book of Enoch, y'all will see how Neanderthals came to be. The Enoch book is a lost book of the Bible. And there's also many, and I mean many books that have been taken out of the Bible. But if you read the book of Enoch, it will tell you how Neanderthals came to be and where this Neanderthal DNA came from. Also, scientists also tells you that every race contains Neanderthal DNA, except for one race, African modern descendants, aka black people. Scientists don't even realize that they're proving even more why black people are actually the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the real Jews. One of the scientists was also caught saying that African modern descendants are actually the pure humans of the world. And that's not coming from me. They said that. And also, if you read the Bible, you will actually know that black people were the first creation. And no, this video isn't about race baiting or anything, it's all about telling the truth. So the Neanderthals came from giants, and the giants came from Nephilims, and the Nephilims came from the fallen angels. See, the Bible speaks about that the fallen angels were supposed to be protecting the humans, but instead they began to fancy them, and they began to do sexual activities with the women and men. And when the fallen angels began to have sexual activity with the men and women, they created their own offsprings, called Nephilims. And when the Nephilims began to have children, they created the giants, like those of Goliath. And when the giants began to have kids, they created Neanderthals. See, when the fallen angels began to lay with the men and women, the humans, they created these different type of beings, which is sort of half human and half fallen angel. It mixed up the two DNAs. See, the Neanderthal skin couldn't be exposed to the sun, so they had to move to a colder climate. And guess where that was? AKA the Caucasus Mountains, which is where they got the word Caucasians from. See, these Neanderthal skin grew lighter and lighter, which created the lighter skin pigmentation, which a lot of these races and ethnicities carry till this day. That's why you will see till this day that a lot of people will say that the whiter skin pigmentation or the paler skins, that it's a mutation. Because everyone in the world was melanated at one point. That's why it's kind of crazy when I be seeing people argue about which land is theirs. This is our land, this is our land. Y'all don't even realize that all these lands originally started with all black people on them.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget you can support this channel by Cash App, $Malkiyah Music. Also be sure to check out the Patreon for uncensored documentaries, films, deep dives, and much more content that you won't find here on YouTube. Check out the merch store for the latest strip. And let me not forget to say, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that like button and tap in with us. All praises to the Most High, Yahuwah, the highest. Shalom.